Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back. What?
Whoa, it's been so
Man,
long.
the last episode was wild. Am I right, Ty?
Yeah.
Y'all,
So not too long ago. Yeet. Yeet.
You know what reminds me of yeet?
Beats.
And feets.
Beats and feet. Nothing beats the feet like your beating
Do you ever
feet.
just look at feet and like, man, that looks cool?
Have I? No.
Oh.
But you know who is cool?
Who? Scuba Steve! It's your boy Scuba Steve!
And the Sodaholic.
And you know what I want to talk about?
What?
Endgame.
Copy strike.
On your left! I'm your left!
Thunder! Okay, yeah, Endgame.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, major spoilers to those who haven't watched it, even though it's been a month. Anyways, I don't know.
Go watch the movie.
Yeah, man.
Just watch it.
Please.
Feed the economy. Spend your money.
For the love of all that's Marvel.
Whatever it takes, bro. Whatever
Please.
It takes.
Bro, unsnap yourself. Speaking of snapping, this podcast is brought to you by... So, Endgame.
Yes.
So, I watched it the second day it came out.
Okay.
Yeah, at a theater that was like really small, and there's it was good. I was just gonna say right from the back, I thought the movie was really good. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like I thought it was a good way to end the main big series, the 10 years of the movies. Mm-hmm. You know, from Iron Man all the way up to like Black Panther. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, Black Panther it just began, so they're like phase 4. And Doctor Strange. I can't wait for more Doctor Strange. Like,
are they making another one?
I'm pretty sure they is. The first one was really good.
I have to say, I really do have to say.
Yeah.
And I know you and I argue a bit on the podcast, and I know it might seem like I argue just to argue.
Heath Ledger, bro.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's the name of the actor?
Heath Ledger, bro. Yeah.
You sure?
He played.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive. He also
are you 100% positive?
I'm 100%.
I don't think that was. No, it wasn't.
Why are you arguing this?
Who? That's stupid.
Yeah.
You're stupid, Netflix.
Well, I mean, there's all. I mean,
can
feel the full.
No. And yes, that is true. Sometimes that is so true.
That is true.
But I honestly really did not like Endgame.
You didn't like Endgame?
I did not like Endgame.
Oh no!
I really did not. It's not. I'm not saying it's a bad movie by any means. Is it not a bad? It's not a bad movie. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's just me personally. I did not like the direction they went with. I don't like time travel stuff, and I felt like, for me personally, I loved the first 30 minutes. I was with it,
Yeah.
But once things started rolling,
yeah.
Because I loved how it opened up with Clint's family, and how it showed where he was during the whole epic Thanos fight.
That was a good way to grab my attention, because I thought that was like part of the main story, or not the main story, but like, was it? No, I didn't think it was gonna be a prequel, kind of scene, like for Infinity War.
Yeah,
I thought it was part of Endgame, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Because the trailer showed that what the scene was about, and I thought that it happened after the snap. Yeah. The whole Clint thing, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just just up front. We could discuss it later, or more about it later on. But yeah, just me personally, I not a fan of Endgame.
Was it the plot or the characters or
It was honestly, it was the time travel aspect.
You didn't like the time travel?
I think again, this is just me personally. I hate it when a story goes into an alternate universe, a time travel thing. I hate it because I know they set up rules and stuff, but there's just so many holes that you punch in the moment you introduce time travel.
Yeah.
Like for example, we already put the spoiler warning out there, but Iron Man dies at the end, right? After he makes the snap and makes all the Thanos' troops and Thanos disappear. They turn to ash. Now, did he kill them or did he send them back in time?
No, he killed them.
Because if he killed that Thanos, that means the Thanos that they fought for the snap originally couldn't have happened because that past Thanos is already dead. You see what I mean? There's just so many things that come in common.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't going to think about it too much because in Infinity War, when Thanos is about to get the Soul Stone, he makes a comment that he was denied his destiny once. Yeah. And he wasn't going to let it happen again. And I thought that meant he was going with the time travel stuff. He remembers failing that time, but he wasn't going to fail again. But then Iron Man killed him, and then I was like, wait, what? And then when Thanos was fighting them, he was like, instead of destroying just randomly half the universe, he's going to make sure that he's going to split the universe down to its final littlest bits so they can't remember the snap. So there already, the past Thanos has already changed his objective. So that would mean the Thanos that they lost to would have already made that connection, but he's already dead because they killed him in the past. That's also the future. Stuff like that. Stuff like that gets to me, And I thought I was really hoping for more team work between the characters that we don't usually see working together.
Yeah.
I really wanted to see Rocket interact with Captain America more, but instead they split up the teams into smaller groups, and it's cool, it's fine. Seeing Captain America fight Captain America, that's something I could see in a kid's TV show, a comic book. I wanted them to be a little different, and I know that's weird to say about a comic book movie based on comic book characters, but that's just me,
I don't know. The time travel aspect of the movie was obviously gonna happen because then it's gonna open up the doors to the idea of multi-universes. But I think they did it. I personally thought they did it right, and because they explain how time travel works in the movie, where they're not necessarily changing the future. It's just they're making a different timeline. Once they if they do something different, right, and so they explain it how it worked, and then when Bruce Banner's talking to that master wizard lady,
which I'm really happy. I was really happy to see her back.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a really cool scene, but she explains the whole thing, and it made sense, and I liked how they how she explains that if you take a stone, you ruin the flow in the universes, but then Bruce Banner's we'll just put him back, and that makes sense, dude.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but yeah, there are some things in the movie where I was like, bro, what the heck? What's his name?
Describe him. I can help you out. Describe him. What's his trait?
The god of mischief.
Loki,
when he took the Tesseract and just
disappears.
That just opened up another universe, right?
Yeah.
So that was a big oof. At least not for the storyline, but just But now they done the characters in the movie done goofed the whole universe thing, and now the multi-universe is happening. But it makes sense about the Thanos thing, right? Because I thought about it too, because they killed off the first Thanos. The
Right.
Thanos that killed everybody.
Right.
And then they just killed off like a different universe Thanos. Right. But like, why does that matter? Because you already killed off the first Thanos, right? And so, are you open up to like, did you, like you said, did you kill both Thanos, or did one Thanos like reappear?
Well, okay. So if that was maybe they weren't time. Wait, so were they time traveling, or were they going into different universes? Because
no, they were time traveling
through the quantum realm.
Yeah,
correct?
to the past, right?
Yeah.
But what they said is that what you change in the past is not going to change the future. It's just going to make a different timeline. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
So like you take it explains itself like that. Like if you it's like those games where you make a choice and then it changes the future. It's like a different timeline.
Yeah,
like
ever so slightly.
like the Telltale games.
Yeah.
Like it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that in itself, in explaining it like that, it works. But for me, it's just I don't see that logic, because I see time travel as a circle, right? If you go back in time to stop someone, then you will go through the adventure and stuff. But if you destroy the person before they do the thing that you went back in time to stop them from doing, then you would never have the reason to go back in time. And that would create a paradox. And that's, just I cannot get my head off of that idea. So that's why me personally, I didn't like Endgame. I thought they were gonna go back for the stones.
Yeah.
When they first killed off Thanos, I was like, well,
no, yeah, same, yeah.
Okay. It was like 3 hours, and
yeah, and the first like 3 minutes is them going up and killing Thanos, and I was like, oh, so that's the direction they're going to.
I like how they made Thor fat in this one. He looks more of a Viking. He looks more of an actual Viking. Yeah. He had a beard, like his braided beard. I was all for that.
That was pretty cool.
Though I could have gone without the Fortnite and dab. I could go without that.
They could have done like Halo. Ha Halo. Great game. I'm not being sarcastic. I just like the game.
Halo 5 was garbage.
Professor Hulk was introduced in this too.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I get why. I get why they. I'm not used to the comics. I don't know what happens in the comics at all.
Yeah.
Seeing this different side of the Hulk was interesting, and I see why they did it. Professor Hulk is like the only person with the build of Thanos that could have brought everyone back. He was the only person who could have done that without dying. So to that point, I can understand, because they can't just have a dumb Hulk, understand to put on the glove, snap, get everyone back. So to that, I can understand. I'm just upset that we didn't get to see like any anger from him. He was pretty tame. Even when he was in New York, he was like, grr. But yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. It's nice to see a Hulk with a brain, but I wish they didn't get rid of his strings too.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of Scarlet Witch's death, huh? What, or not Scarlet Witch, I'm sorry, Black Widow.
Black Widow's death?
Black Widow. What did you think about Black Widow's death?
Low-key, I didn't see that coming. I did not. I thought I thought Hawkeye was gonna die. But then Black Widow's like, Yoot! And then, but it makes sense. It makes sense why she sacrificed herself, because that's what she wanted, and that's what she was been fighting for. Because in the beginning, she talked about how, like, the Avengers was her only, like, her family.
Yeah.
And she would do anything to bring back her family, even if it means sacrificing her whole life. So, I was like, what the heck? But at the same time, honorable mention.
See, like, for that scene, I don't like, I wasn't, I Okay, so when I say I don't like the movie, I just mean I don't like it as much as everyone else. So when I say this, I don't mean like I don't like it. It's just not my. So I didn't like how they killed off Black Widow because I was like, she didn't fight anyone. She fought Hawkeye, but like she killed herself for it, you know. But I thought it was really cool because when she died and had her blood splatter on the floor, if you go back and watch Infinity War, like you see another blood splat next to Gamora, and I remember seeing that blood splat, and I'm like, I was thinking to myself, like, who else killed themselves? Because like the stone's still there, but there's another blood splat. So seeing that connection, you know, makes me really happy because. Like I said, I don't like time travel, but when it fits and when you start to put pieces together that weren't fully explained before, I think that's really cool. So her killing herself, I wish she went out a better way, but hey, you know, at least there's consistency for the most part.
Yeah, I saw a post on Instagram where after Nat's death, you can see that scene where they're all like kind of mourning her death, and each character was like a different stage of grief. You know, I remember that.
That's a good way to write your stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. I remember it was saying that like Iron Man was freak. What are the stages of grief? I'm a dum.
Sadness, angerness.
Yeah, anger. Oh yeah, anger was the Hulk because he threw. Sadness because he threw the chair, and the sadness because Captain America was kind of quiet and crying. Iron Man was like he moved on, or some where he was like, that she had family, kind of thing, and and then Hawkeye was like, it should have been me. Yeah, it should have been me, and then Thor was in denial. He was like, bro, it didn't happen. What are you talking about, bro? We can bring her back with the stones. Yeah, so I was like, what the heck? That's crazy. That makes sense. Ah.
Wah.
Wah.
I really liked I don't know. I really enjoyed the beginning of the movie. Seeing everything. I loved how they showed Iron Man and Nebula like bonding. You know, I thought that was amazing. But I also loved how when Iron Man came back, when Captain Marvel saved him. You know, I loved how weak he was for being in space for that long. But I love how he didn't just forgive Captain America right away. Yeah, because you know you would think like, oh yeah, they're buddies, you know, past. But then he came back, he was like, "You bitch, I told you." Yeah. So I was just glad to see that consistency of feelings and stuff. I was, I don't know. I feel like they got over it a little too fast, but yeah.
Yeah, I like because the trailer made it seem that he was like being in space was half the part of the movie.
Yeah,
and then but
it was the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, wow, okay, hitting it off really quick.
I don't know why I didn't think Captain Marvel would save him. I don't know why I did not think about that.
Yeah, it made sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes so much sense. How'd you feel about? No, I'm gonna talk about that one last. But how the strongest Avenger now is Captain Marvel, but she got beat by the Purple Stone. What was it? Or she got punched by Thanos.
Yeah.
And then she
is she the strongest Avenger now? Is that her official title? I never really thought of her like that.
As the strongest Avenger? I mean, she did, came out of the cuts and destroyed the whole freaking ship.
That is true. That is true. Okay.
And she did save Iron Man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her being the strongest Avenger. Though I did like how they did not make her, because one of my concerns was Nick Fury called for Captain Marvel. She's definitely gonna beat Thanos right away. But you know, seeing him punch her with that stone, just showing that she does have her weakness. She's not as strong as she thinks.
That's true.
That's cool. Though I questioned that because how are 5 stones not able to defeat her, but
one stone can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could argue that it's like like, you know, just the raw power of that one stone, but still, you know, I just
yeah. Shout outs to Captain America being worthy enough to wield Mjolnir or the hammer.
Yeah, you know,
that was a cool scene.
That was a cool scene.
Yeah, that gave me shivers. I was just like, you know, yes, yes, please.
It made sense, you know. It made sense from especially if you know watch Age of Ultron and see that little shake
nudge
of the hammer, you know. So yeah, it makes sense to me. Though what I thought was going to happen, I thought everyone was worthy because they were all fighting to the death to save the universe. I thought they were gonna start throwing the hammer all around to each other, beating up Thanos.
That would be crazy.
But no, it was just Captain America. But hey, you know, at least he got it. Though, how come he has the power of lightning? I thought that was Thor's thing. I thought he was legit God of Thunder. I didn't know the lightning part was a part of the hammer.
I think the lightning was bestowed on the hammer. Or something like that. I don't remember. I thought I saw it on a post where, like, Thor's dad, Odin, kind of put it in the hammer where he can wield lightning and thunder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
But I could be wrong. All the MCU nerds, the Marvel nerds will probably be like, actually,
it's not true. Kill the dickhead from Fortnite.
Just kidding, y'all nerds are pretty cool.
How did Valkyrie, the Rock Guy, and the Crab Dude survive the attack in Infinity War? Everyone on that ship was dead.
Oh, no. I remember someone mentioning that there was an escape boat that left that escaped with a few other people, and they were part of that escape.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not everyone died in that ship.
Okay. Yeah. So I was a bit confused, and I think it was because I missed something. But the Fisher town that they found Thor in, they said that was new, what's it called?
New Asgard.
New Asgard. Are those all survivors from the Asgard ship, or is that just a fishing town that it was just redeemed that? Because Valkyrie is now the queen, but is that how that works? Or are they actual Asgardians?
I think they're
to where it does work.
I think it's a little bit of both, but mainly Asgardians. Since it's New Asgard. Yeah.
Shout out to Pepper coming out of nowhere with her blue Iron Man suit.
That was dope. That gave me shivers, man. Oh man. That was really dope. And then Spider-Man using his killing mode.
Instant kill? Yeah, oh, that was nice. That was real nice.
Shout out to when Spider-Man and Iron Man like hugged. Ooh, I was gonna cry. Dude.
You know what I thought was going to happen? I realized this early on in the time travel thing that this wasn't going to happen. But I thought they were gonna make Iron Man sort of the bad guy because Iron Man was saying that he wants to bring back those they've lost, but he doesn't want to lose the ones he's gained, his daughter. And I thought they were going to go in a direction where he had to choose. The Avengers had to choose, and Iron Man wasn't about to let his daughter go away, But that wasn't the direction. But that's where I thought they were going to go when they first introduced the time travel thing.
Yeah, my boss was talking about how Iron Man was selfish for that because, like, it would have been super easy just going back and killing Thanos and then end it like that, right?
Yeah.
But like because because Tony Stark didn't want to lose his daughter, they had to come up with a second plan, and thus began the Finding the Stones plan.
I mean, I can get why they could call him selfish. I don't think he is. I mean, that's a whole life,
Well, yeah, but like it's like a majority of the Avengers wanted to go back and kill Thanos because that made sense.
Right.
But what stopped them was Tony Stark. right?
Yeah, but like the only like for example, the only reason why Hawkeye was fighting is because he wanted his family back, and
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man wants to protect his family. So, in the scheme of things, I unless you can call some of the other Avengers selfish as well,
Yeah.
you know, I don't really blame Iron Man for not wanting to lose his daughter because that's what they're fighting for, the return to their family.
Yeah.
But what's the point if he's just gonna lose his, you know?
Mm-hmm. I like how the world just gotten like gone to shit,
Yeah.
and when half the people are gone, what you would you think that it would be kind of normal? You know, like,
Like, what do you mean?
well, I mean, people would still be working.
I don't
You
think
know,
so.
no.
I if half the population disappeared out of nowhere, I do not think things would go back to normal. But then again, this is a world of superheroes, so I don't know how much. I just don't think.
Excuse me.
I think like too many people would have been lost for the world to continue working in a normal fashion.
Oh, yeah,
And I
but
think the oh, go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say it's like, but the setting is 5 years after, so you would think that after the first 2 years or so, they would figure something out.
Yeah, but
How to
there's a lot
stabilize.
of things they gotta like for like I'm thinking of governments. Like
Uh-huh.
not only do they have to replace those they lost, but they also have to put into place things. But how could you prevent something that like that? You know?
I mean, if you think about it, now the white men don't have to worry about the Mexicans taking their jobs. So
That is true. Those
So
the universe needs correction. These Hispanics keep taking my jobs,
yeah.
Senor.
No. Oh my god, dude.
Oh well.
You know, I was thinking after watching Endgame, what happened to the babies that were in the belly of mothers during the
Yeah.
snap? That's crazy.
Fart, man. I would hope they would disintegrate together so it wouldn't have that awkward.
Yeah, but like, what if, or like the other way around too,
Oh,
where the mom
dude,
is
you
gone?
know how? They died.
Oh,
Wait, so if a baby, no, I'm just talking about fetuses in general.
yeah.
Is a fetus its own body when the umbilical gets cut? Like, what point does it become not the woman's?
No,
Like,
I think it's already, once it's conceived, it's already a lot like alive. That's right.
Yeah, but like if the woman starts disintegrating, but she's still connected physically to the baby, what point does the disintegration stop, or does it stop? Because they're still connected.
Oh,
because
they're still connected. Oh
by flesh,
man.
yeah. I don't want to get into like the whole complicated theme about fetuses and women,
Yeah.
but like just on the top surface where things are safe, what happens when the disintegration happens?
Okay, I think if the mama gets disintegrated, the baby gets disintegrated too. But if the baby disintegrates, well then wouldn't it work the other way around too? Because the baby's still connected to the mom, right?
Oh dang!
Yeah. So,
What a feeling!
yeah.
What a feeling!
Oh man.
Oh, can you imagine the ones who disintegrated while skydiving?
Yeah.
Wow!
I saw ones where memes were the ones who disintegrated on a plane, right? Who got yeah, and then they got re-snapped back alive, and they're still in the air. So, did we really gain people?
Oh yeah, they would reappear to where they last were.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so these people in the air would. Well, you know what? You know what else? What I was thinking.
What?
The final battle was at the Avengers headquarters, right?
Yes.
And so there will obviously be people there, like prior to the snap, right?
Yes.
But like, the whole building is destroyed.
Yes.
And so if they're come back to, if they've got reappeared from the snap, wouldn't they be like deformed with the building too, or?
I believe so. I mean,
wait, no, actually, no. Now I was thinking about it. The building got destroyed after the snap, the re-snap. So people died.
Yeah.
Again.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
I wish they showed them coming back, you know? Because, like, they disintegrated, so I wanted to know how they, you know.
Yeah, but I think it being off-screen kind of brings in more of the feeling of them coming back, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I got excited when everyone came back at the same time, you know?
Where did all those sorcerers come from? Where did, you know, where were they during the first attack on New York? You know, because there was only Wong and Doctor Strange.
And
then all of a sudden they're like an army. Is there more? Are there more around the world, or am I missing something?
No, there is. Have you seen Doctor Strange?
I've seen it, but it's been a while.
Yeah. Well, there's more dudes that does the magic around the world. So, because that portal wasn't only in New York and the planet Titan, and Titan. It was like everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could all see. Was it even the people that from the planet from the Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh,
series?
Damn it! What is it called? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know
Nova, like the Nova Corps. Is
Is
that what they're called? I don't know.
Please leave a comment down below, and just say what planet was it. Thank you. It was like the nicer one with the police.
Oh yeah, the Nova Corps. Yeah, I got it.
Anyways, did you see those planes coming in?
No, I did not.
I'm pretty sure there were planes from that planet too. I could be wrong, but I know for a fact that there was airships, people, because it would be an unfair match if it was just ground people, and then those big elephant floating hippo ship things.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm surprised the Ravengers didn't show up, from Guardians of the Galaxy. Because that would have made sense for them to fight, for Quill. I feel like Peter Quill got a really bad rep at the end of Infinity War.
Yeah.
I do not blame him. I think everyone in Infinity War made a bad decision. Or in general, made a bad decision. I don't blame Peter Quill for punching Thanos.
Yeah.
I do not blame him at all.
Well, I mean, it was all part of the plan. If he didn't punch him, then it wouldn't be part of the plan.
Like, what would have backfired if he slit his neck right there? Like, what could have possibly gone wrong if they killed Thanos right there? Because the thing about Doctor Strange's thing about his predictions things is that he said he saw a lot of outcomes, but he didn't see all of them.
Be back, Jeremy.
Hey, what was that?
Went forward in time to view alternate futures, to see all the possible outcomes of the coming conflict.
So
what did he say, that there was only like a million for 14 million outcomes?
He said he saw. I know when I watched it not too long ago, and I don't believe he said he saw all of the possible outcomes. He said he saw a certain amount of possible outcomes, and only one were they successful. I'm just saying that he didn't say he saw all of them. So,
oh man.
I really wish they killed off some more Avengers in the battle. Because when Thanos came from the past through the portal, and like unloaded the missiles onto the base.
Yeah,
when
that would have been, yeah.
When Ant-Man was looking outside the glass and he was like, I think it worked, and then he just blew up. I thought he died.
Yeah,
and I thought
he was gonna die too. Because that was really close.
That was really cool. I was like blown away. I was like, "Oh my god, who's still alive?" But everyone was still alive. Yeah, and I was a little disappointed.
I really thought someone was gonna die.
Yeah,
No.
Man, you're telling me the only person you lost was Natasha? Really? Come on. That would have been cool, if Natasha saved Clint from being bombed, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a storyteller. Maybe they made the right choice. I don't know. I'm just being bitter.
How'd you feel about Falcon being Captain America?
I don't care. I don't care. Ooh. I really don't care. People are saying he deserves it. People are saying it should have been Bucky. Yeah. I don't care. You give him the shield. Give him the hammer. I don't care. But sure, whatever. Captain America. All right, cool. He's black. Nice.
I mean, I think part of the comics, some of the universes, he was handed down the shield.
Yeah, but in some universes, Iron Man is a woman.
Oh, word. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. I need to watch more Captain America movies to understand why he got the shield, though. Because I feel like he was a side character.
Well, he was really prominent in Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Because that's where we first met him.
Yeah, you know, them bonding over their past experience, and bonding over the classes, his loyalty versus Bucky, who went batshit crazy, killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
I can see why he made the decision. I was happy that I was able to recognize every of the characters at Iron Man's funeral.
Yeah.
Even the kid from Iron Man 3, I recognized him because when I went and saw it with my family, and my mom was like, "Who's that kid?" And I was like, "Who is that kid?" And then Iron Man 3 hit me. I was like, "Oh, it's him!"
Yeah, little boy with he's not little no more.
He still needs to die.
So, about burgers.
Wait, what?
So, did you think that Iron Man was worthy enough to die? Like, did his death? Was it good?
His death made. Sorry, I thought you said Bob's Burgers before, and I was like, what? No, but do I think? I mean, he died. His death was good. I don't think it was great. I don't think it was perfect. It was good.
Did it make sense?
It made sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Hulk was permanently damaged. The Hulk, who could withstand a bunch of bullets, like everything you could throw at Hulk, and just snapping his fingers permanently weakens his arm. You know, Iron Man, he's just a guy. I don't think his suit was completely intact too when he snapped his fingers.
No, yeah.
So it made sense to me, and I think it was a good death. Not the best, not perfect, but it was good. Why? What did you think about it?
No, I thought it was pretty dope. I mean, not his death, but like,
yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. No, I thought it made perfect sense, and why he would be the one to snap the last snap. Because I was looking at some posts, and going back all the way to the first Avengers, where Iron Man or Steve Rogers and Tony Stark were arguing about their identity, and how Steve Rogers was arguing that Tony Stark is nothing without his suit, and that he will never be worthy, or he will never sacrifice himself for anything, right? He won't be the hero that he think he is. And then Tony Stark was like, well, you're just a man, you're just an experiment. right? So you're not worthy of anything. You only got what you got because, you know, it was given to you.
Came out of a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, watching the Endgame, you know, after looking at some of these posts, it made sense how, or they're both were wrong in those arguments because Steve Rogers was worthy enough to carry minority driver, and Tony Stark sacrificed his life to save not only his family but the whole freaking world, dude.
Yeah, I mean, Iron Man is like, every movie or everything he's been a part of, he's always given everything his 110%.
Yeah.
You know? He almost died when he took away the nuke from New York in the first Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, in Avengers 2, the planet, the island rock thing was another huge.
Yeah,
like he was gonna die, but he didn't die. Okay, last thing.
Last point
before we end this big. How'd you feel about the rat?
I'm sorry, the rat?
Yeah.
The rat.
Hear me out. None of anything from Endgame would have happened if the rat didn't accidentally touch the button to reopen the quantum realm and Ant-Man to come out.
Yeah. The rat.
The rat.
The fucking rat.
Nothing. Yeah, legit. Like, none of it would have happened, but that rat made it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very convenient. Very convenient.
Yeah.
Though I thought they handled that scene really well because the Ant-Man movies are all comedies, you know, and he's a joke. And even when he's on the big screen with the other guys, he's always presented as a joke. Mm-hmm. Seeing his raw emotion of like coming back to this world that's distraught for some reason, realizing that so many people has died and finding his daughter, you know, that was all great. That was perfect. I thought it was handled very well.
Yeah.
But kudos to that rat. Why did I think Master Splinter? I was like, where are you going with
yeah, no, that rat. No, after watching the movie and talking to my boss about it, he mentioned a rat, and I thought about it, and yeah, like that rat literally saved his career. The whole. Without that rat, no one would have been unsnapped. So the hero of this movie goes out to the rat. That's why I want a Ratatouille, man. That's why I want a Ratatouille, bro. Yeah.
How about that? Overall, I know you said that was your final thing, but to close it off, what's your official Scuba Steve rating for Marvel Avengers Endgame?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10. It was really good. I thought it was better than Infinity War.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you? The Sodaholics. I thought I was gonna burp. A review.
Why do people have a problem with that? Just breathe in. See?
Oh
boom.
My God.
Done. Okay, I give Marvel's Avengers Endgame a solid 6.5 out of 10.
Ooh, whoa.
Again, that's just, I have my personal gripes.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good movie. Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah.
Just some of the directions I don't agree with. But, you know, maybe in the future it'll pay off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good way to end that part of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah. The credits is really cool. I love the credits. I felt nostalgic with the credits.
I felt like, oh yeah. Is this the credit? It's your new thing? Credits?
Yeah. Thanks for watching. It's been a pleasure.
I'm Stan Lee. I'm dead.
Oh.
Too soon? Too soon? Maybe
Nah.
too soon. No?
Nah.
No. Okay.
Too soon is like Stephen Hawking or something.
Oh, too soon is like 9/11. Am I right? Oh. Okay, I'll bleep that out. Okay.
No. Oh, I don't know. We gotta listen to that one. Oh man. Anyways.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And Ute.